Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be here in München for your World Congress. And I must say it's also an added pleasure for me, and this derives from the fact that as a runner, as a cyclist, and someone who appreciates sports, I've long had a personal interest in your industry. And this is a personal interest which in my present position I think I should disclose right away. Now, I believe, like many, that your industry is a force for good in the world, not only because your products underwrite activities that promote recreation, good health, but also because sport is a crucial part of our social and political fabric, a key contribution to harmonious relations nationally and internationally. Now, I'm not here to discuss sports with you, but trade. Now, starting with international trade, the big picture is simple. International trade is growing much faster than production, hence steadily increasing interdependency among nations. Since 1950, world trade has grown nearly 37-fold in volume terms, and this expansion has been, on average, 3 times faster than growth in GDP. And as more and more economic activity has become trade-dependent across the globe, the quality of international trade cooperation has become more important in contributing to economic well-being, prosperity, and growth. Patterns of trade have also changed profoundly over the last decades, driven partly by market opening, but mainly by rapid progress, technological innovation, in transport, communication, and information technologies. Developing countries, especially in Asia, and I think your business is a clear example of this, have emerged as major players as they harness globalization to catch up to the industrialized West. The share of developing countries in world trade has grown from a third to roughly a half in 15 years. And furthermore, the growing importance of trade between developing countries has also moved rapidly. In 1990, less than a third of developing country trade was with other developing countries. Today, over half of their trade is south-south. Another significant change in the international trade landscape, and again, your industry is a case in point, is the spread of globally integrated production chains, in effect, global factories, as firms locate various stages of the production process in the most cost-efficient locations. For instance, the blueprint of a sports shoe is designed, conceived in a research lab in the US, manufactured in factories located in China, in Vietnam, Indonesia, using raw material, leather, rubber, plastic from other neighboring Asian countries. You try and locate the different stages of your activities, from creation to production, marketing, distribution, in order to maximize efficiencies and to optimize your value addition chain. So it suggests that the sort of made in China or made in Vietnam label on the back of sport equipment should really read made in the world. The need of the hour, as I see it, is a new approach to trade statistics which would measure the value added at each stage in the production chain instead of measuring gross numbers each time something crosses a border. This would ensure that the international interactions resulting from globalization are properly recorded, and also that related employment is properly assessed. And we all know that a large part of domestic political debate about trade policy are framed by this problem of jobs and employment. Now, of course, to get there would require the creation of appropriate statistical bridges between different national accounting systems, and not to enter into the technicalities of this, but building for international trade what statisticians have built when they compute GNP, which is proper input-output tables so that the numbers of production can be filtered through proper input-output tables, hence